Hello, I wanted to give you a very quick introduction to our GeoAppSmart for Utilities application. This is an ArcGIS application which runs on any device, so smartphones, laptops, tablets. You can use it in the field, you can use it in the office, but the strength of this application is it's built with widgets, which means we can add or take away tools as needed. I'm going to show you a couple of tools in the version you're looking at on the screen. The other great advantage of this is that it can be used online or offline. So if you're in the middle of a remote area and you have no wireless connectivity, or if you've got poor connectivity, this application actually works without a wireless connection. So extraordinarily flexible. The two tools I'm going to actually show you is first of all the fault locator widget, and then secondly I'm going to show you how to take the application offline and make an edit. So let's walk through this very quickly. The map you're seeing here, the data on top of it, point line and polygon, is actually being pulled from ArcGIS. Server, online or portal, the application doesn't care, so whatever flavor of ArcGIS you've got. We've actually got some pipeline data, or sorry, some transmission data on here. Those are the blue lines, and we'll talk about those in a moment for the fault finder. So let's look at the fault finder tool. What we've got here is, and I'll walk you through the workflows, but the goal of this is, can we find where a fault is in relation to a station on that line? So this would rely on a call coming into somebody in the field to say how far down the line that fault is, and there's usually a trace tool that's been used in the office for that. So let's just walk through the workflow. So let's just select a line. So we'll from this drop down, we're going to select line 1, which you'll see is now highlighted in light blue. That's our line we're going to find the fault on. The next thing we're going to do is find a station. Now we've got a series of stations on this line. I'm going to actually select one that's right on the start of the line. So it's right at its end point. So we've got that set up. Now we've just had a call that's come in that says 5,000 meters down the line. There's actually I'm not sure if that's meters or feet. I think in this case it might be feet, but I need to check the config. But that distance down the line, there is a fault. So we actually want to find out where that is. So we'll click the Find Fault button. Now there's some clever processing going on in the background that's actually calculating where down that line, given that distance, that fault is. And you can see we've just added a point to a cross, an X to the line. That's exactly the location where that fault is. So that crew can now then go, using the application, find where that fault is and do what they need to do. So that's our fault finder tool. We've got some other tools in here which I'm not going to talk through now. We've got a directions tool, so we can actually, if we wanted to find our way from a station to a fault, we could use this tool. So from and to, and when you use this tool, it actually gives you the directions. We've got some other tools here, measurement tool. You can annotate the map. You can actually draw on the map and make some markup there. We can identify features. So if we want to click on, we've got sort of a mixture of data sets here. So this is actually a point data set. And we can click on that. But let's just talk about the data piece, this managed data piece. So we're going to open this data manager, and we've got a combination of things in here. This actually allows you to edit data. So let's imagine that you're out in the field and you see that there's a power pole that's not in the GIS, it's not marked on the map, and you want to add that. So you're on your iPad, you're on your laptop, and you actually want to add that so the GIS actually reflects that, so next time somebody comes out they see that power pole. Or we can go ahead and do that. Another scenario might be the power pole actually suggests that it's wood and it's actually made of metal, and you want to change the attributes, as we call them, of that particular power pole. So editing is kind of important, but we want to do this fully disconnected. We can do it now in a connected mode, but let's do it fully disconnected. So I'm going to click on this button that says take this area offline, and in a moment you'll see saving tiles, and it's going 34. You'll see it walking down. What that's doing is actually writing that data to the device itself. So we're storing that data, and we've just finished on the device. So we're fully offline enabled now. So let's go ahead and go offline. So we'll click on the go offline button, and you'll see the application reload. All the same layers are there, but we actually want to we want to add a point to the map. Again, let's imagine that power pole example I just gave. We're going to open the data manager, we're going to click on the point, and we know that very close to this to this station here is that pole. So let's just add that there. Now you'll see we've got a pop-up that comes up that says we can add some attributes to that. Again, this isn't a power pole example here. I should probably add a power pole point data set to show you that. If we wanted to take a picture of that feature as an attachment, we can do that. I'm not going to do that for this demo, but we can add a picture, and this would simply open the camera up on your mobile device. You can add it as an attachment to that particular feature. I'm going to go ahead and save that. You'll notice there's a green circle around the point. That tells us that data is not yet being pushed into the ArcGIS system. So it's local data, it's local on your device. So we're going to go ahead and go back online. You will notice that that point is not there, the point we just added. We actually have to push that to the back end manually ourselves. So we're back in the office. We want to update the back end system with the data we've collected or edited. So we need to do this check in offline data. Let's click on that. You'll notice immediately that point comes up. You see a slight flash as the application loads itself, so you see all the layers again. So we're complete. We'll get a pop-up that tells us that we've done that. That data is now in the back-end system and we're back online. So there's two workflows within this application. We've got many more utility-focused widgets that work within this application, but we built this to be super flexible. So any device, you can use the application anywhere, online or offline, and it provides a flexible set of capabilities which we know are functionality that utilities need. So feel free to contact us at webmapsolutions.com. We'll be happy to tell you more about the application. Thank you very much for watching.